We are here at the Run Disney Expo for the 2025 Springtime Surprise Weekend, themed all around heroes. And so this weekend, the 5K is themed to Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy, Hercules is the 10K, Incredibles is the 10-miler, and then the challenge is themed around Big Hero 6 and Baymax. And so today at the Expo, this is the first day because we're doing all of the races this weekend, and so that starts tomorrow, Friday. But today, Thursday, it is 9:30 a.m. and the Expo opens at 10 a.m. So we're going to head on in, and today's a special day at the Expo because the brand new collaboration between runDisney and Brooks, this is the first time that they are releasing those special shoes, which were revealed yesterday online. I'm planning to try to get a couple of them, and so I'll take you through that, show you the merchandise for Springtime Surprise, and we'll walk around the Expo, pick up my bib and my free shirts, which are also from a new vendor now as well. You have to join a virtual queue to get into the merchandise shop, but not only does this get you into the merchandise shop, this time it also gets you into the Brooks running shoes. The Advent Health Arena, which is where merchandise is again, is right when you come out of the parking lot, and then to the left is race bib and shirt pickup, which are two separate buildings. Again, I'll show that here in a bit, but that's through the Wide World of Sports arches over there. And so usually for me, I start with merchandise, which is what a lot of people do, and then I head over and do the pickup for all the other stuff as well. I've confirmed that the entrance for pre-purchased pickup is right here, and you don't have to just get your pickup stuff. You can go in here and then you get into the physical line, you can go and shop as you normally would. And so we're gonna do that because we do have pre-purchased merchandise, but I just wanna confirm that is when you come in, it's to the right side of the Advent Health Arena, and you just have to show your ID. So over here is typically where the queue is, which right now there is no queue because we got in a little early. And then over to the right is where you can try on the different style of Brooks shoes, which, by the way, some other shoes, the Adrenalines, are not available in wide, which is what I wear. So I'm going to try on some other sizes, and then the other ones are available in wide, the Mickey and Minnie ones. And then I don't believe the Springtime Surprise ones are, but I'm not sure. And so come over here and try this out. And then you fill out this paper with your size, which ones you want, and then you take that into the Expo and pick up your shoes. Alright, so actually trying on is very helpful. I wear Brooks shoes every day. Where actually the Adrenaline ones that are these runDisney generic ones, but they did not have them in wide, so I went one size up and it fits really well. And then the Ghost Max I've never worn, and so they were actually half a size bigger than what I normally wear, even in wide. And so helpful to do this for sure, so because there's no returns, and you also only get one of each. And so that's another thing I mentioned, one of each per style. And so I'm gonna get the runDisney generic, and then the Mickey Mouse ones. And it's cool to see that they'll probably have a different themed one that goes with each different weekend. So we're gonna go head into the store now. There's literally no line. We're gonna pick these up, and then we're gonna check out the rest of the merchandise for this year's Springtime Surprise. Let's see here, there's 4 coming soon designs, probably for the upcoming race weekend here at Walt Disney World. Marathon weekend, hopefully there's a really good one, because I'm doing my first Dopey challenge then. But this is the whole setup here for where you pick up the shoes. You just literally bring them this slip of paper with your information on it, and they will get you the shoes until they sell out. But it's a cool setup. It's a giant shoebox, which is kind of fun. Not too crazy yet, and so thankfully I got here early. So the typical runDisney merchandise setup is the same here right as you walk in. The interesting thing is there was literally no queue once the virtual queue number is called today. And so that's a change. Maybe they're letting less people in, or they're split up more because of the shoes.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Once you come in to the right is the runDisney Brooks giant shoebox store, which is cool. It seems to be going really smoothly, and so props to Disney. I was worried it was going to be a disaster like some things have in the past. Yeah, you just walk right in with your piece of paper with all the information. They'll go grab it from the shelves, and then I've heard nothing about them selling out, and so that's a win for sure so far. They have a QR code outside of Brooks where they're handing out little charms. I don't know what you really call them, but they go on your shoelaces with different designs for each race from this weekend. So I'm guessing that's something they'll do going forward. But you sign up, and then you just take your phone and you show it to the people up here at the desk, and they'll give it to you. First section is generic Springtime Surprise stuff, including the Weekend Spirit jersey. So all the heroes on the back. And on the front is just the logo. Have the bottle, the corksicle for the weekend. Also, a lot of the stuff this year just features the exact same logo, which is kind of cool. You just got your pick on different styles. I always like a good corksicle, but they are almost $60. The lug bag for the weekend, which has been something that's happened for probably the last 4 runDisney weekends. Good size, multiple pouches in it. Same design on there. The weekend ears. On the front is Groot and Mrs. Incredible, and then the back Hercules and Baymax. This is a pretty awesome coffee mug for the weekend. Kind of a different design, but very similar. I really like the leaning to the comic book style in this one. This one is only 20 bucks. Honestly, that's a really great price for this, and so I may pick this up. Here's another lug bag, springtime surprise lug bag that carries a water bottle. So you could probably get that corksicle over there and put it in this lug bag. It's also $40 instead of normally $50 to $55. And so that's interesting. I wonder if they just know they ordered too many or they've had too many left over throughout the season. Well, there it goes to the floor. But yeah, that's good to know. And then I haven't seen this yet, but there's the weekend jacket and then the weekend shirt, springtime surprise shirt, which I did order. I'm going to pick that up in a few minutes. More generic springtime surprise stuff. These shoe ornaments, just so everyone knows, if you're coming this weekend, maybe don't get one if you live locally, because these do end up at the outlet stores almost every time. But they are pretty great, these shoe ornaments. They do it for every single Run Disney event. This is a pretty great zip-up hoodie, springtime surprise. Not even athletic material, just regular hoodie, which is very not common for a Run Disney event. I can't tell if this is a unisex one. I probably will get it, but that's pretty great. So the hoodie is unisex and it's $59.99, and then you can get your 20% off. And so I think I will get that because it's really pretty reasonable in my opinion for what looks to be a really great hoodie. And then every Run Disney weekend, some of the challenges even have a quarter zip, or not even quarter zip. This is a full zip, but it has the little thing with the neckline at the top. Just for the generic weekend, has a logo on the front and then that same graphic on the back that we've been seeing. Here's a look at the generic shirt for the weekend, which I did pre-order. I believe this is the one I pre-ordered. Yep, it has all of the icons on the back for the different heroes, which is a pretty great design in my opinion. This one was available for pre-order. Usually you can get like a general weekend stuff pre-ordered, and this year they've started doing some more of the specific stuff. Here's the ears again. And the pass holder stuff for this weekend is all Big Hero 6, specifically Hero. You can kind of see, I didn't buy any, so I'm not going to grab any, but you can see the pass holder shirt right there. You can see the pass holder spirit jersey, and then the pin is just whatever the pass holder shirt is over there. I'll try to get a closer look at it in a second, but it's that, but just in pin form, and then the magnet is the same thing. You have a women's tank for the weekend, and then you also have some shorts as well. Just the weekend magnet, and then what they call a mini jumbo pin. The weekend. This is a pretty great design. I kind of wish we saw this design on more of the merchandise instead of seeing the same thing on every single one. Surprise, surprise, there is a pin with the exact same design as everything else on it. And then this white women's shirt for the generic weekend as well. I believe a similar design is on a jacket over here. Yep. Got this jacket as well. So in addition to generic merchandise for each weekend, they always do 5K merchandise, 10K merchandise, in this case a 10-miler merchandise, and then challenge. And so they usually have a tank, a men's or unisex shirt, and then a women's specific shirt. It seems this year like they're just doing one style of shirt, but like different fit. And then they're doing pins and magnets. And so this is the 5K, which is themed to Groot this year. I am Groot, translates to I did it, that's fun. And then on the back is finisher. I do believe this is the first Marvel-themed race here at Walt Disney World. Here's the tank top. Good athletic material on it as well. For reference, these race I Did It shirts run $44.99. So they're more on the expensive side, but that's just good to know. That's the case for all of them. All the ones we'll see here in a bit, and really all the ones that are this material. You have a car magnet for each race. These generally are also at the outlet because they don't really sell out. So each race has 3 pins. The main one that I like is the metal pin. I always get that for every race that I do. It's literally a replica of the exact metal you'll get, including movements or whatever fun things that are on the metal. And then also each one this time around, it kind of seems like these limited edition ones are kind of modeled after comic book panels. And so since this theme is heroes, that makes a lot of sense to me. Really like this one. I got the Baymax one of this, but this is a good one. And then you also always have just like a generic one that matches the exact branding from like the graphics online or the race shirt they're going to give you. And so those are the 3 different pins they have, and then they also have the magnet. Moving over to 10K, this is a 10K t-shirt. I really like the Hercules theme. I feel like they've knocked it out of the park with that. Finisher on the back. Also have a tank top for this race. On the back you have some icons specifically themed to the Hercules movie. And then in addition, you have magnet and the 3 pin styles. Car magnet, metal pin, doesn't move. Let's see. Nope, this one doesn't move at all. This one shakes a little bit. I don't know if it's supposed to or not, but it does. And then the generic logo for the 10K. Here's this weekend's Loungefly, featuring all the different heroes from the different races. I actually really like this Loungefly. I wonder how much it costs. $80. Okay, cool. Well, I'm not going to get one, but it is pretty cool. The biggest race of this weekend is the Springtime Surprise 10 miler, this year themed to the Incredibles. Starting with the tank top, Mrs. Incredibles on it, and then the back has Incredibles logo and different icons relating to that. You got a car magnet for the 10 miler. It looks like Mrs. Incredible is specifically the theme for this one because she's in all the pins, and the magnets have the metal, which kind of moves. Mr. Incredible moves. Mrs. Incredible doesn't look to move. Moves side to side, kind of like the marathon one from this year, Mickey and Minnie. This is a cool medal. I think these will be really cool full-size medals as well. Mrs. Incredible comic book panel, and then the generic pin for this race. And then this is the t-shirt, or not really t-shirt, athletic finisher shirt for the Incredibles 10 miler. Honestly, it's probably my favorite of these kind of shirt that I've seen maybe ever. I like the color of it. I'm probably not going to get this one either, but it is pretty great, and it's here. And then that does it for the 10 miler specific merchandise. Pretty sure these are not specific to this weekend, but these Baymax ears are crazy. These are awesome. Probably feel like I'll be seeing a lot of these this weekend. Don't know a price, but whatever it is, it's probably worth it. And speaking of Baymax, the last specific race is the Springtime Surprise Challenge, this year themed to Big Hero 6, and that's really what I'm excited about this weekend. I love the Hercules theme, but I really love the Baymax and Big Hero 6 theme. So starting with this tank top, we got Baymax. This is the general logo for this race. You'll see that again on the pin here in a second. We have the car magnet, the challenge magnet for Baymax 19.3. These run $12.99, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that before. Now this metal pin I've already looked at, and it does move. You can like kind of fly Baymax and Hero side to side, which I think that's really fun. That'll be a good one to get. And then the Baymax comic book panel pin, and the generic one that kind of matches that tank top we just looked at a second ago. And then the finisher shirt for Springtime Surprise Challenge. I flew through it on the back. I really like the finisher part on the back. So for full transparency, I'm filming this after I already came through and bought all my stuff because it was impossible to carry everything. But there was you'll see in a second, there's these just regular material shirts for Hercules, Incredibles, and Guardians of the Galaxy, but there was one for Baymax that was pink. I did buy it, and so I'll insert a picture here, but it sold out literally as I got it. So just want to let you guys know there's that and show it to you. But everything else looks to still be in stock here, just limited sizes. Here's the weekend hat. It's blue with all the icons on it. The Hercules, just regular cotton shirt. I like these because most of the runDisney shirts are not just regular t-shirt material. And I think this is great design with Hercules. Great color. Honestly, some of these are really cheesy, and so I don't feel like that one's very cheesy. Got the Don't Forget to Stretch, also cotton shirt for the Incredibles. Looks like they have limited sizing in all of these. I noticed 2XL and XL are the first to usually sell out of these. The other one of these is a Groot shirt, most tremendous runner in the galaxy. I got that one because I love Groot. I love Marvel. This is the first Marvel race. Also, speaking of Marvel, the Groot ears with baby Groot. It's a lot of fun. I'm not going to go in depth on this because this has been out, but the generic runDisney line is also here. Usually they update it every season, so this is the last season for this year, and so this is probably it. And then a lot of this will probably end up at the outlets. I believe Disney Springs now has a shop selling a lot of this stuff, just leftovers. So it's a very loud collection, very blue, very green, very neon. I like the hat. Then they had some of the Brooks shoes were matching this style, but this is the last race weekend with these, and so if you do go to the outlets, you'll probably see some of it there pretty soon. It's a cool pen. But yeah, that does it for the the Run Disney Springtime Surprise merchandise store. Alright, done shopping now, so we're gonna head in to get our bib and then our free shirts for the, or included shirts, honestly nothing's free here, for the challenge. So it doesn't seem like bib pickup's gonna be too long of a wait. I've been waiting out here before and waited about 30 minutes, and so go in and do that, and then we'll come, that's in the State Farm Field House just for reference for future events, and then you exit and go over to, I forget what it's called, I think it's the Athletic Center. That's, oh yeah, okay. That's the line's going in there to the Expo and then to get the shirt pickup. But you have to have the bib first before you get that, because you have to show part of your bib and tear a piece off and give it to them to do that. So we're gonna go head into the race bib pickup. There's also usually characters and photo ops in here, and so we'll see what there is. You first walk in, there's a photo op, and then you go over to the left. You do a big lap down to, honestly not too far from where I am right now, but just all the way around. And then you take the stairs down and pick up your bibs. Alright, I found everyone. Mr. Incredible is meeting and greeting over there for the 10 miler, and then there's two other currently empty photo ops. They have photo pass photographers, you just have to hold your bib up. And then each different race is separated, and so from here I can see the 5K and 10 miler along this wall. Under me would be the, I believe, the challenge. And then over there would probably be the 10K, and then runner relations for any questions you may have. And then actually this is different this time. You see down there are the giant number photo ops. Those are usually over in the merchandise shop. And so I guess those are here because Brooks took over a lot of that room. If you lose your check-in pass, you go to Run Disney's website, log in, go to My Events, click on Springtime Surprise, for example, and then get your check-in pass. You click that, it'll come up. And an important thing that I forgot to mention about it was that it will show your bib number. That's important because each race, different type, is split into different bib number sections to pick your bib up from. So you need to know your bib number. I'm not really sure how that works if you haven't signed your waiver. I'm just guessing if you haven't signed the waiver, you don't get the check-in pass, but I guess maybe you do. If not, maybe once you sign it, maybe they'll tell you. Not really entirely sure how that works. I'm pretty sure you sign it and they give it to you there. But also new for this, I think this race, maybe the last race, your photo pass ID is now on your check-in pass, because it used to be different for each race if you're doing the challenge, for example. But for me, I'm doing the challenge, and so the ID is on the check-in pass. So make sure you get that and put it in your account if you're interested in your photo pass pictures. So at Marathon Weekend, the timing tags on these bibs did not work correctly, and so now they have some verification where you can just walk through and it'll just make sure that your bib is working. So if that's important to you, then you can do that. Heading into the Athletic Center for a race shirt pickup and just to check out some stuff at the Expo. This photo op's always fun. They change it up for every weekend. And then, yeah, this Expo has a lot going on. Right here, you see stuff for future Run Disney events and the weekend medals for this weekend as well. We're gonna go see what we can see down there, and then we're gonna go all the way to the back there, pick up the race shirts. One of the really cool medals on display here is the Coast to Coast Challenge, which you have to do one, I believe, half marathon, maybe 10 miler counts, 10 miler, half marathon, full marathon here in Walt Disney World, and a half marathon at Disneyland in the same calendar year. And so to get this is this year's medal. It's pretty awesome. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to make it happen this year, but I do love it a lot. Oh, that's cool in the back. You got the logos for each resort on the back, except it's on the back of the wrong castle. Like Disneyland's on the back of the Walt. Anyway, that's not important, but that's cool. As promised, here's the medals for this weekend. This cassette tape one for the 5K with Groot. It's pretty awesome. Walt Disney World in the back. The 10K with Hercules. Also a static medal. This one's really great. I like this one a lot. Oh, that's fun. Okay. And then the Incredibles, 10 miler. Mr. Incredible does move. As I said earlier, only Mr. Incredible moves, which is interesting. And then the Challenge medal, Big Hero 6. Baymax flies back and forth. Also, registration opened this last week for the 2025 virtual series based on Thunder Mountain, Jungle Cruise, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Happily Ever After. For the first time today, we are seeing some included things with the virtual challenge. Is a exclusive ear hat and then a pin for the virtual challenge. I will probably participate in this. I usually do this every year, and I was going to stop, but these themes are pretty great. especially the retraction ones. This is cool. This Happily Ever After one lights up. I don't think I've ever seen a light up medal from runDisney, and so that's pretty fun. Obviously it has an on and off switch. Now all of these are 5Ks. This Parts of the Caribbean one moves, has some liquid in it, and then the back says Parts of the Caribbean Virtual 5K, and it is a spinner, so it does spin. I think this one's my favorite. This one has like the Jungle Cruise, the wheel spins. That's pretty cool. And then the Thunder Mountain is also really great. It does light up. Yep. The train light lights up. It's a cool photo up here for Disney Starlight, the new nighttime parade coming to Magic Kingdom this summer. So to get to the shirts, you have to come all the way to the back. Up there is where you come in, literally all the way to the back, so that you walk through the entire expo next to this new Brooks booth. There's a lot of exhibitors here. You can buy whatever last minute things you need. I just bought some bib boards, which are to replace like the clothespins, just so they don't rip a hole in your shirt. Forgot some at home, and so stuff like that is available here. Regular Brooks are available here, regular shoes, socks, shirts, whatever you may need. It's all available here. All right, I'm back in the hotel, and I just wanted to show the included race shirts by Brooks this year. Here's the Springtime Surprise 5K featuring Groot. This material is similar to what was there before. It just feels nicer and feels more, I don't know, it just feels better. Also, the graphics definitely feel like they're maybe a little thicker. I think these will probably do better in the wash, because a lot of people have had problems with these in the wash before. It's the 10K with Hercules. I really like this one. I like the coloring of it. I actually really like the color on all of these shirts. My favorite would be this 10K one, and then this challenge I'm going to show you in a second. We have the Incredibles, which this was a good surprise in my opinion. I love the dark blue shirts when they do this. The Stitch one from last year is one of my favorites. Incredibles 10 miler shirt, Mr. and Mrs. Incredible. You see Frozone in the background. And then the Springtime Surprise Challenge. I think this is my favorite of the shirts. I really like the muted color of it. Blends well with the red and the pink. And of course, Baymax and Hero being on it is an absolute win. That'll do it for us from the Springtime Surprise Expo today. We looked at some merch, we got the beret, the bibs, the shirts, explored just a tiny bit of the expo, but nothing too crazy there. Honestly, the crowds today, there's a lot of people here, but everything ran very efficiently compared to my last experience here, which Princess Weekend. Marathon was pretty smooth, Wine and Dine was pretty smooth, but I was a little worried after my last time here that things would be chaotic, especially with the Brooks release today, and that couldn't have gone any smoother. I've still yet to hear of anyone having any issues with it. Good process. Hopefully they continue the exact same play for Marathon Weekend, for Wine and Dine, for Princess, for whatever they're going to do this for. Look forward to seeing more of the Brooks shoes coming out. I'm glad I was able to get some. Glad I was able to get the merch I wanted. Tomorrow we'll be doing the 5K, and then Saturday we'll be doing the 10K. Sunday we'll be doing the 10 miler, and no Springtime Surprise Splash because that got canceled. But we'll be filming all of them and posting them each day. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow here on Relive the Magic. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know if you plan to do any runDisney events here in the future, and if so, I hope this video was helpful for you. Thanks so much for watching, and see you tomorrow.